All right, 5 ways to grow your business. This is principle-based. This isn't bad. It's not the latest business book written by some Harvard or Wharton School graduate. These are immutable principles in business, whether it was in the 1900s during the Industrial Revolution or today in your insurance business. Even if you got started today, you got your license today, these principles stand the test of time. And if you learn this, then man, get excited, because once you learn this and you know what to look for and how to track your business, your success is only a matter of time and work. Is that cool? Because success exists within our business model. It's how fast you can implement the model and how fast you can improve in the factors of growth, the 5 factors of growth. So let me walk you through this, and hopefully you. Okay, funnels. That's the latest fad word, right? Everything was a funnel back in the day, right? What is a funnel? A funnel goes from a large opening to a smaller opening at the bottom, which spit out all the results. Okay, so man, show me, don't snow me, right? Show me, don't snow me. I hear what you say you're doing, but I can't. Well, I see your mouth move, but I can't hear it. What I hear are the results at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year. Results speak. What goes into your bank account is what speaks to your spouse to make her or him believe that this business is actually working for you, providing for your family, right? Results, baby. So we're going to talk about how to get those results with these factors. So let's talk about the factors of the funnel. Number 1, the number of prospects and the traffic that you have access to produce business. Multiply that, the traffic, number of prospects, by conversion rate, converting those people, right, to ultimately turn them into clients that buy whatever you're selling, right? Well, that seems simple, Alex. Okay, stay with me. Then you multiply that by the number of transactions over time. So a lot of times in the insurance business, we're just focused on making one sale and then we're gone. How short-sighted is that, right? When you can be a Megan Wood who gets 5 sales per client. Yeah, she's probably averaging 3. Huge. But transactions over time from that client times the average sale per client equals revenue. How much gross revenue are bringing into your insurance agency, and your CFO, who's you, should know those numbers. Then you multiply that by the margin. In other words, you don't make all that revenue. You got to subtract all the factors to create the margin so that you ultimately know what your profit is, right? Profit, that's the bottom line. That is the result you're after. And these are the factors involved in creating that profit. Now, let me ask you, and you can answer. What parts of this do you have direct control over versus what you cannot control? What parts do you not control directly? Does anyone have any guesses on what you cannot control directly? Fernando? That's all right. You don't have to answer. I will answer that question for you. Okay.
Looking for prospects and traffic.
Are you saying you can't control that?
No, I say I can't.
You can. Right. So the question is, what can you not control?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll defer to Fernando.
You can't control the circumstances of your client. I mean,
Right.
they just might not have any money. They could have been, they could be broke. You can't control that portion of it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's conversion. I'll just tell you the answer. I'm going to take it. Let's think higher higher level here. You can't control anything to the right of the equal sign because the factors are factors that convert to an equal sign. You can't control the number, directly control. Can you buy clients? You know, that's not a concept, is it? Buying clients. You can say certain businesses buy clients, but no, they're doing something different, but it's not buying clients. Can you directly control revenue? Can you directly control profit? No, those are those equate to the stuff that came before it, right? Look, gang, if you don't understand this, then the reason why you are floundering is because you don't understand this. You cannot take responsibility for what you don't know you should take responsibility for. The reason why many of you are struggling is because you don't know this. So let's talk about the 5 things that you can control. And once you take responsibility and understand it, and then take action to become better at each one of these things, oh my gosh, your business will, I mean, tenfold next year easily, tenfold, or by June, by summer next year, 6 months from now, right? What are the 5 things? Number 1, the traffic that you're talking to, number of prospects you're talking to. Number 2, conversion rate, converting those prospects into clients that buy. What else can you control? Number 3, the number of transactions over time from that client. It's referred to as CLV, client lifetime value. Again, a lot of you insurance agents are so focused on the single sale, you don't look at the opportunity to convert that client into a permanent policy from term, or selling them an annuity, or some of the other things, other awesome things that we offer that are not even life insurance products. Average revenue per sale. That's something you can control. Margin. How much of that revenue turns into profit? You focus on these 5 things, baby. And here's the thing, and I'm going to show you on a spreadsheet because I'm Mr. Spreadsheet guy, that you focus on these 5 things. I'm going to show you what it is as an insurance CEO of your agency that you need to figure out. So let's show you what that is. And I could have made this more detailed, but I'm going to just keep it very simple for y'all, so you can understand what it is we're talking about here, okay? You guys see that all right? So,
Yeah. Yes.
so here we have the 5 factors of things you can control. And so I'm translating what I just showed you from the principles in business to the principles of life insurance, okay? So what are we talking about in prospects? The number of leads that you're working. And let's look at this maybe on a monthly basis, right? The conversion rate. How many clients turn into clients from those leads, right? Number of transactions. Average per sale revenue, total revenue, the margin, and the profit. And you're probably looking at this person over the course of a month, and you're probably saying, wow, they're not very profitable. You know, you could look at it, you know, glass half full. Well, at least they didn't lose any money. But look at the time they put in to doing this, right? They're averaging 50 leads a week. Okay, so let's talk about that. Conversion factors. So when you're talking about conversion from leads to clients, there are factors inside that conversion that make a real difference in your business. How many dials do you make? This person's at, let's say, a 4-week month on 200 leads. They're like, maybe they're doing 50 leads a week. They're averaging 200 dials a week. Okay, I'm just throwing these numbers out. Okay. Contact rate. They only contact 15% of the people they dial on their dials, and they're dialing 3 times in a row. So this assumes they're dialing each client 3 times in a row. This isn't a one dial per client. If you do a 1 dial per client, oh my gosh, the conversion rate takes a big dip. but we'll show you that. So of the people you contact, let's say you're booking 35% of those into appointments. So let's say out of 800 dials, you're contacting 120, and out of 120, you book 42 appointments. But you only have a 60% show rate, which is about 25.2 clients in a month. You close 50% of the people that show up, you have 12 clients, and you don't do any referrals. So this is a referral rate, meaning one client comes from one client. In other words, 0 referrals, you have 12.6 clients. So we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt at rounding. We're going to round up. So you got 13 clients that you converted, which is a 6% conversion rate, right? And you only sell one thing, right? And so the average per sale right now in our agency hierarchy, if you just look purely at life insurance, is about 800, 850 production, annual premium per sale, okay? So your total revenue based on the average dollars per sale is 10,000. So some of y'all think, oh man, 10,000, I submitted 10,000, I did great. Well, let's apply the margin. So what are the factors of margin? Well, when you submit 10,000 of business, there's a placement rate. So not everyone gets approved, right? This is where you get your declines, et cetera. And let's say you're average at placement. You're not that good at underwriting yet. You're not that good at putting people into the right product. You're not that good. And the stuff I'm talking about is how you become better. Each one of these has to make 5 to 7 things that I could coach you on right now that you can get that number up. Like I can get you a placement at 85% if you listen to me, right? And you implement the things I recommend. Okay, but you're just doing average, 75%. Your persistency, meaning how many people keep the policy at the end of 13 months where you get your entire full commission, throw 75% in there, not that great. I mean, there's people that do way worse, okay? That's, maybe that's average. And then let's say you're at 85% commission rate, because that's a factor of margin, right? What your commission rate is. So, and then what did you pay for leads? So this one, we're assuming 25 bucks a lead. It could be $7 a lead. It could be 50 bucks a lead. I'm just throwing 25 out there. So you spent 5,000 for the month in leads. So when you factor these, and these are the numbers that come from it. So for example, 10,710 at a 75% placement, you actually place 8,000 of that, right? And then your persistency, let's say 6,000 stays on the books after 13 months. That's the real, let's say that's a real number. You shouldn't get too excited over what you get advanced. Get excited over what you keep at the end of actually 9 months, honest, because it's 9-month advance. But at the end of 13 months is how we track first year persistency. Commission rate, 85%. It is what it is. You make 85% of that. I'm not factoring in advance because advance really is a form of tracking persistency. Okay, that's why 75% advance, so that you kind of come out even if you're just an average run-of-the-mill agent. And then lead cost. And so this produces a margin of 1.13%. So this is a profit 120.72, right? Helen says, I've never been shown this. Helen, get ready for your life to change, CEO. CEO Helen Porter, your life is going to change right now. Because you're going to Alex Avian MBA school. Okay. Now, some of y'all think, well, I did 10,000. It's like, dude, seriously? Like, don't come at that stuff with me, okay? But since we never talk, I'm not able to coach you on any of this stuff. So what am I going to do? It's like, oh, rock on, man, 10 grand. And your wife's going, honey, what? How come? What? You're working, 4 days a week, 4 hours a day. How do I know this? Because you're only making $200 a week, brother, sister. At a rate at 30 dials an hour, That's even low, right? That's what? How many hours of dialing is that? I'm sorry. It's funny. The 11th commandment, let me share this with you so you understand. The 11th commandment is thou shalt not fooleth thyself. And some of y'all get into this fooleth thyself mode. And you're trying to, now look, I understand positive mental attitude. Well, Alex, at least I made $120.72. I go, rock on, man. Because because we're talking, here's how I can change that number. Now, let's talk conceptually. I get people saying, well, Alex, I can get 10% more over at this company. Okay, let me show you what, okay, you don't change any of the numbers, you just bitch at me because you want a 10% raise. So let's say you go from 85% to a 95% commission rate. Wow, you just raised your revenue from 100 profit from 120 to 720. Woohoo! Man, your wife's fired up now because now you can make your cable bill payment. Alex, it's not that high. Bet me, what did the NFL thing cost you? A couple $100? And all those other, you want to get a stream of movie and Netflix and these movies that you pay $20 for? Yeah, right. Woohoo, man. 10 points. You rock. Rock on. You are rich. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I just like laugh because you're so short-sighted because, well, brother, go. God bless you, man. Go get that 10% more because what you're bringing with you is all the crap of these 5 factors that you have no clue about because you've never measured them. Your manager never coached you on them because they don't know what the heck they're doing. They don't know how to coach you on these because they've only been in the business 6 months longer than you, and their upline is a producer, so they're doing 40, 50 appointments a week, making a ton of money. You can never get them on the phone. Am I preaching to the choir? That's why you think your solution to your problems get 10 points better. Brother, go for it. Rock on, man. Go from 120 bucks a month profit to 723. Now you can pay your cable bill and your internet bill. Well, Alex, that's my BMW car payment. Oh, Lord have mercy. We got some serious problems now. Let me show you. Let me share with you why these numbers are important. Okay, so let's keep the number of leads the same at 200. We can change that, right? Let's just say at 200. Let's incrementally increase the percentage. So let's say you start dialing 3 times in a row, like we teach, right? You go to a 20% contact rate. Well, let's not make it so much. Let's make it a 17% contract rate. That's like 10%. 10% of 15 is 1.5, so 17. Booking rate, let's go from 3.5, let's go to 38, let's go to 40% contact rate. You're going to hold on more people because you're dialing at a better time of day. Alex, I only dial in the morning, or I only dial from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's like, dude, you've got to start dialing at 7:30 to 9 because you're going to catch most people in. That change can make this difference. Show rate, let's go 66%, another 10%. Your close rate, let's go 55% to 50. Referral rate, let's say 1.2, like 1.2, like you're starting to do the ERS program. You should get 1. It should be 1.5. In other words, out of every 1 sale, you should get half a sale. I'm just going to go 1.25. Look how conversion factors. Look what it did to your profit. Alex, I really need that 10%, man. Otherwise, my wife, $700 versus 5,000 profit. Is this making sense to you? Do y'all like understand the value of my being able to coach you on this stuff? Because I've been doing this for so long. I was going to say some substitute swear word. People say I shouldn't say dadgum because that's really a substitute for damn. And so I should say dadgum. So I don't know how much of an emphasis I can make on that. Okay. We just focus on conversion. So you doubled your conversion from 6% to 12% because you incrementally increased just a little bit of those factors of conversion. Do you see how huge a difference it makes from from 120 to 5,000? Now you're netting 60,000 a year because we took out lead cost. We haven't changed lead cost. Now I'm going to work with you on increasing your placement and persistency. I'm going to coach you. There are like 5 things on persistency, and there's 3 things on placement. 3 specific things on placement you'll go 10% easily. And persistency, you go 10% on persistency if you do the 5 things. Alex, what are those 5 things? I don't give that to you right now. I had a coach tell me, dude, you totally undervaluing your value to your agents. Totally. And he made me realize, holy crap, I do know stuff. I've made millions in the business and I've coached agents to make a lot of money. No, I really do know stuff. He goes, dude, seriously. I go, well, okay. So let's say we increase your placement from 75 to 8. So this is more than a 10% increase. Okay, but I have agents that are able to do this. They increase their placement rate by 10%, which they don't increase it by 10%, they increase it 10%, which, do you guys understand the difference? So 10%, so that to go to 85% is more than a 10% increase. And persistency at 85. We work on those things. You just increased it by a couple $1,000s per month. That's another 24 grand a year. Do you think $24,000 increase a year, leaving those other factors the same, is worth learning how I can coach you on placement and persistency? Know what I'm saying? Commission rate. Let's keep it at 85. Did I just provide you any value here? Now, let's say you start converting your current clients. Let's go 1.5. You're in it long enough where you start sending your clients more than one transaction over time. So this is like over time. Look what you did to your revenue. You like doubled it because you sold a client another thing. Like half the clients that you put on the books, you sold them another thing, right? Do you see what a difference that makes? Like seriously, man. Seriously. Now, let's say that we get you into selling IULs, higher value products, and with the other thing that we're doing where the average IUL is about 25 grand, let's say the average revenue per sale goes up from 850, not a lot. Let's say your average transaction goes up to 1,000. We've not changed our commission rate. We just increase the value you're adding to other clients by selling them IULs and annuities. Do you understand? Now your margin is at almost 48% margin. We now you get serious about doing ERS. Alex, I really can do more ERS and your referral system. I think I can really implement that. Okay, let's see what that does. 1.5, let's go to 1.5. Now you're making 22,000 net profit a month, and you have not changed how many leads you're running. You're still spending $5,000 a month. Is that crazy? So we just took you from $120 a month net profit to $22,000 net profit. You are paying the IRS taxes on this money. Well, Alex, I wouldn't pay as many taxes if I made 120. Oh my gosh, dude. If you're thinking like that, man, you are in the wrong business. You need a job so bad. Is this making sense? I can help you in every single factor that affects this. Now, is this making sense? Have you guys ever looked at your business like a business, looking at the 5 factors that you can control? Now check this out. Let's say we start implementing lead funnels, our own lead funnel system to our agents. And we bring the lead cost down to like $5 per lead. I think we can do it, but let's just say 10. Now, I want you to note the difference. Okay, the difference is where everything lies. So you were making $22,000 a month. By dropping the lead cost down, only made a $3,000 difference, right? Because you went from $25 a lead to $10 a lead. Okay, so note the difference. It's at the end of the month, that's what, $3,000. So that's 36,000 a year. Not bad. Well, let's make it 25. Let's show you at 25. Let's say instead of 200 leads a month, you're buying 300. You're just going up by a factor of 30%, right? So 150. Instead of 50 leads a week, you're doing 75 leads a week. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, but you kept the dial count at 800. You see? Oh, this is perfect. So some of y'all might order leads, but you don't dial them. You stay at the same dial count. You just lost money because you weren't willing to work up to the capacity of the number of leads that you're getting. I'm going, that should go up, but it didn't. The reason why it didn't, because you're not willing to work. So let's amp this work up. Let's say you are like a fanatic over the, let's see, that's 200 lead dials a week. So let's go 300 times 4, 1,200. $1,200. You just increase your 11,000 a month times 12 is what? A buttload of money, because you're willing to amp up your lead investment by 30%, 33%. Instead of 50, you went to 75, and you're willing to dial the phone 1,200 times. Do you guys understand what you just did? You went from $120 a month with terrible numbers and incrementally getting better in all these things, and you have not changed your commission rate yet. Oh my God. Now, when you start doing this kind of production, you're gonna be all over, let's put you at 100. Now you're netting 40 grand a month. Oh my God. This stuff is so important to focus on what we can coach you on, that you can get incrementally better at all these things, man. I'm telling you what. And the average per sale, honestly, man, all these things matter. But you got to focus on the things that matter, not on the things that don't matter. Because incremental improvement in the things that matter will make a huge difference in your income. And you just think it's all about commission rate. Gang, the commission rate is the last thing you need to worry about. You will earn your commission rate, but you'll never earn it until you're making profit. So brand new agent, you got to learn how to get numbers on the board. Let's get numbers on the board so we can track it. And then I can help you improve in all these areas. That's why it takes an agent some seasoning to learn to get better in all these factors so they become successful. Does that make sense? All right. Anyone got any questions? All right. I hope that made sense. Hope that helped you. All right. What's the last thing I want to share with you that I think will make an impact? So I hopefully that made an impact on you so that you totally understand now where you are limiting yourself and how I can help you coach you up, right? And the right things that make a difference. So it starts with tracking your numbers. That's why we're fanatical about tracking numbers. Some of you just blow it off on the reports. That's why I can't really help, because your reports suck. When you put your numbers in there, it's like, golly, man, obviously this person doesn't want my help. You know, so I just say, screw it. I'm just, you know, let's just find the people that get it, and then I'll work with them. When in fact, I really need to help educate you. And then the people that are educated that want to communicate with me, then maybe they have a chance, right? But I hope I've given you value this year. I hope I've given you value this year, but I see give you more value next year, as long as you and I are willing to partner up together and make it happen for you. All right, gang? So anyway, man, God bless everybody. Take care.